as divided as the left and the right is, the Republicans and the Democrats of today, there is only one thing I seem to hear that both sides of the aisle are saying unanimously, that this is the most important election in our lifetime. It will decide the future outcome for a generation to come. Well, you could debate whether or not that's going to be a thing. Is it just all puffery? I have a feeling that everybody says that, you know, every election is the biggest election in our lifetime, just to increase voter turnout and fear mongering and all that stuff. But hey, this could be the biggest election of our lifetime. But that's besides the point. Bernie Sanders is one of the very few. I wouldn't call him a Democrat, obviously, because he identifies more as independent, but he's caucused with the Democratic Party before when running for president. And he uploaded a video saying, you know what, I don't agree with Kamala Harris's position on Gaza, but you should still vote for her. I'm not going to give my opinion on whether or not I am supportive of Gaza or Palestine or Israel, or made various videos on that, and you can watch them. But my point in this video is that I truly, truly believe, even in this election-changing generation, changing once-in-a-lifetime, ground-staking election, it is okay to vote for a third party, even if you are in a swing state. I promise you, no matter what you believe in, you should be able to vote for whoever you choose because they best represent your values and what you'd like to see in the government. Nobody, and I mean nobody, should tell you that a vote for a third party candidate is a vote wasted. I don't think, in my humble opinion, I don't think it is a vote wasted at all. I think it's even better if you truly don't agree with each candidate. Now, let me explain why. So, I was on my way after anthropology class, just on a lovely stroll back to the dorm, and I saw this pro-life sort of booth stood up. They're, a bunch of Christian people with their GoPros filming, trying to get reactions out of students, and obviously I'm one of those kids that always has to question, and I didn't really care to, I wasn't looking to have my opinion changed on abortion, whether, I wanted to be pro-life or pro-choice. I just simply asked them, Donald Trump and J.D. Vance, they've changed their abortion stances heavily in wake of the election. Trump believes in the three exceptions, rape, murder, or life of the mother, and I think it's incest, something along those lines. And J.D. Vance isn't content with that, and they also said, let's put it back to the states, and if a state wants a liberal policy, go for it. We're all in support. We're not going to ban abortion nationally. And I truly take up their word on that because most presidents do stick with their promises. But that's besides the point. I asked them, like, are you going to support Trump because he doesn't agree with your pro-life no matter what policy? And they're like, no, we're not going to vote for Trump. So just how you have super far, we'll call it leftists, who don't agree with the Democratic Party platform, you also have super far rightists who don't agree with the Republican Party platform. And I still think both ends of the tail, so to speak, should, if they want to vote for a third party. And I think that because voting for a third party, everybody bitches and moans and complains about the two-party system, but, you're not going to get any work done just conforming to the system of just voting for, bad or less of the two evils. I don't buy it. A vote for a third party, in my opinion, gives the politicians a more accurate view on, your stance. And clearly it works. Going back to the abortion stance, a lot of people, turns out, were more in favor of abortion than Donald Trump envisioned. So therefore he adjusted his platform to appease to meet more people. And that's what democracy is all about. The founding fathers made their intentions very clear that you hold the power. The ultimate power is within you. So don't conform to a system where you give up your powers just because you have to vote for one of the two parties. And I know spoiler things exist. I know spoiler effect is real, but that still, to me, means nothing. Um, I think even if you choose not to vote in a particular election, let's say the presidential election, that is still within your right. I'm very I would call it neutral on voting. I don't think the act of voting, um, you know, in my opinion, you should vote, obviously, but am I gonna scold you for not voting? No, I really don't care. It's up to you as your, it's up. I'm not gonna force my values onto you to vote or not to vote, especially for a third party. Um, yeah, I think if you want to vote for Jill Stein because she matches your views on Palestine, go for it. If you want to vote for, I forgot that dude's name, the Constitutional Party, I think he runs under, who is completely and utterly pro-life, go for it. That's going to give, the politicians a more accurate viewpoint on, what the voter base wants. Because if you just put like, I truly believe if all of your values line exactly with a political party, you are not a free thinker. You're just not. You're just locked in an echo chamber. But if you vote for a party or a candidate that best matches your views, you are not only doing yourself a favor, but you're doing the politicians and the people who really have control over this country a favor in terms of you're letting them know, hey, this is what I really believe, and this candidate matches my opinion. So obviously I'm not gonna take it that far. Obviously, don't vote for someone who's not running or is not campaigning. That's silly. I've seen a lot of people vote for Kanye West. A lot of people in every election vote for Jesus Christ. I really don't support that. But yet again, I would say I'm very neutral about this. You can vote for whoever you want. Um, Obviously, I'm going to get tons and tons of hate, um, but I'm willing to stay on my value because I think the only way we're going to get rid of this two-party system that people love to complain about is making that first step. You know, it's like saying, well, why do I have to recycle this can? It's just one can. It's not going to kill the environment. It's not going to make the temperature rise. But all these small actions, the aggregate is much greater. So if you vote for third party, um, that's fine. If you vote for Donald Trump, that's fine. If you vote for Kamala Harris, that's fine. Um, it's not about who you should vote for. It's just the idea that voting should be your business and your business only. That's my opinion. And with that, I would like to say thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy your day, and I will see you tomorrow.